How do you feel, Sarah, about a guy that wants to really know details? Like, I want to know.
Well, I'm not really a sharer, so I don't think he would get too much out of me.
This is kind of what Rex was talking about.
Women aren't,
We're referring to a gentleman who was giving, could you pull him up, his advice on how to, he says he's really good at pleasing women. And he gave a number of quotes to this very popular Instagram page called Humans of New York. I don't know if you're familiar with it. And it just basically will show anybody who's like in New York and then kind of gives you a recap of what they're saying. So if you go to his original post, actually, so like if you click on like, you know, like this one, well, if you go one of the other ones, I was going to make an example of what they normally are like. So like, it's like this lady is like, my grandmother had this big antique mirror that she let me keep in my room. I'd stand in front of it and hours pretending. So it's basically showing you that everybody has a story.
Sure.
Right? And it's usually things like that. And then on the next one, this guy just popped up one day. And he's just like, basically, I can have an orgasm without ejaculating. And I've given thousands of orgasms to women. I'm like this master
orgasm giver.
Mm-hmm. And he talks all about this and about, he said, I was so good at it that I was ruining women's lives. And I came to the realization that I would rather have you be my friend than have sex with you and have you hate me, right? So that's the summary. And you're like, holy shit. Like, this was just unbelievable, right? So we talked about him, and then we got him on the phone. And we talked to him. Yeah, we talked.
You talked to him.
He was really sweet.
I'm sure he was so excited.
He was so nice.
So sweet, though.
And then the next time it was this one, right? This came out, and he was like, I'm basically a big butch lesbian. And he talked about, and in this summary, he also talks about how grotesque he finds it that people are actually asking what someone's body count is. You know how many people you've slept with? And he was like, what a horrific thing to ask a woman. You know, maybe she was experimenting, whether she was young or old. Like, what an awful thing. So then you're like, oh, wow, what a feminist this guy is. And then they've profiled him again. I don't know if they've ever profiled. Then there's this photo where he's in a sauna holding two women's feet. And he basically, in this one, says what Christina was alluding to, which is that...
May I read it?
Yeah, please.
He likes to always ask the woman, if you had a magic wand, what would be your perfect man? I let them tell me how they want to be treated, and then I follow instructions. I can't tell you how many women have told me, wow, you don't go down on me like a guy. Most men just put their whole face in it way too much, especially if there's stubble involved. I'd personally recommend shaving your face right beforehand. Shave that shit down until it feels like a baby's ass. If you're not going to do that, at the very least, you've got to lead with the lips. Use the tongue gently. And don't go straight for the clitoris. Aim for 1 o'clock. You can't go wrong with 1 o'clock. But don't just park at 1 o'clock. Travel around. The entire area is sensitive. With men, it's all about the penis, but with women, it's all about everything except the butthole. This one is so important. The balloon knot is not for you to touch, ever. Not even once. Unless you're asked. It just goes on and on. But, like, how do you feel as a woman hearing this detailed, you know, like, giving this much information?
Well, and also, like what you're saying, because what she originally asked you is that they make it very clear what they want, right? A woman, so it's like some of them, intimacy scares them. They don't want to be face to face. They don't want to share these things with you. They may have had trauma, and that will, so in that case, listen and just hold them.
Well, I think if I've gotten that far with this
Rex.
guy, yes, with Rex, I'm not there for the conversation.
Right.
So I don't think I want you to
ask too many questions.
Hold me or ask me questions. Yeah.
Just go for it.
Just go for
like,
it.
I'm sorry. Like, if you need me to give you an instruction manual, maybe you are not very good at your own
I think
place.
He's alluding to the fact that he really pays attention. He just wants you to know that he
does, and I do give him credit for that. But yeah, it's too much talk.
Because you said you don't
much.
want, and you said that you're not getting to know who the guy is then, right?
Right, because if he's all about you and like servicing you, like then I don't know what his vibe is. Then his whole thing is like, I'm just serving. I'm just your. It's like, ugh, like
Yeah.
that's too beta energy for me.
Yeah, it's a
just
little-
fucking go for it and let's figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't make me tell you every
Okay.
little thing. Is this okay?
Sometimes-
Do I have consent to touch? Can I touch your breast?
You just need
It's
someone
like,
a little more direct, you know?
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
direct
yeah.
guy. Like,
Also,
Yeah.
that way sometimes
My
they're-
name is Demarkco Fleming.
Are you gay?
I'm bisexual.
Are you top or bottom?
I'm a top, dom top, aggressive top.
Can you describe what dumb top means?
Dom top which means I grab you by your back and neck, put your face down, ass up, and fuck the shit out of you, and have you walk crazy for days.
It's my guy.
Go crazy for days.
Crazy for days, which means you be real sore, and you be calling me on the phone. Daddy Demarkco, I need help. I'm sore. Give me some Tylenol. That's what that means.
Tylenol.
different style, though, right?
Completely different style.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need the sauna guy.
The sauna
Why is he in a sauna with
I don't
women?
know. He's a butch lesbian. That's what he
But
does.
I like separate saunas.
So it's really it's really depending on your mood whether you want sexy Rexy or Daddy Demarkco. Is what you're saying, right?
Well, you need to find yourself a partner that can be both.
Yeah, that's right.
That is
There
what you
you
need.
go.
You need somebody that will maybe listen one day and the other day is like,
He's
I don't
just
want
like,
your
"Shut the
advice. I
fuck
just
up."
want, yeah,
And
I
slaps you,
just,
cracks your neck, gives you some
yes,
Tylenol.
makes you get an Invisalign.
You gotta spread your jaw.
There you
Yeah, yes. Well, that is
can't believe I didn't do
fascinating.
go. Yeah, isn't that cool? Thank you for watching that highlight here from YMH Studios. That was a highlight or a clip, whichever word you prefer. You watched it, and there are so many more little bite-sized episode things. They're just click them. Maybe it's someone screaming or bleeding. Maybe it's just laughing at someone, making fun of them.